lethal. Record are lethal. Not lethal, there is a record.
Narco! It's the Marco man. Never gonna fix that Urkel man. Got you into circle man.
I'm interested in history paintings about the future that are not the way, shall we say, many of the official voices want their story to be told. So I think that climate change has been a big issue for me for almost 20 years, and it's been something that I've been very aware of. And if I feel like suddenly the culture is catching up with me, but I've been thinking about that stuff for so long that it's been part of the, all right, sit. It's, shall we say, the unofficial version of the future. Things like extinction, climate change, the darker side of human activity. So I've been interested in the way we perceive our history in relationship to other plants and animals. Invertebrates and arthropods obviously have the longest history of living things on this planet, and they have a bright future regardless of what we decide to do with the options that we have at hand. So I see them as sort of a perennial and will always be with us whether we like it or not. The other thing that I'm interested in is obviously the biodiversity of insects is dazzling and mesmerizing, but there are also things that remind us that we aren't entirely in control of our environment, and I'm interested in things that remind us of, shall we say, a more sober story that has to do with our activity. Humans aren't going anywhere as a species, but let's just say that our expectations about quality of life might be under a lot of pressure. This is a real history painting. This is a human ancestor and a modern woman in an, shall we say, in an ambiguous but provocative interaction. Had a lot of fun working with a paleontological illustrator slash sculptor named Victor Deek, who did all the human ancestor reconstructions at the Museum of Natural History. You can see the models over there in the corner, so that Homo georgicus would be as accurate as possible. And let's just say that there's a moment in Earth's history where humans and human ancestors might have had romantic interactions. I just think that it's interesting to think about what the possibilities are in terms of what being a human is, and our anxiety about being animals is pretty interesting to me also. I take it as a personal insult that no one cares about biodiversity. I think that that's really the legacy. Obviously if an asteroid were going to hit Earth, then there's nothing you can do. Well, that's a different scenario, but this seems to be avoidable. It's part of the Industrial Revolution. It's been going on for 170 some odd years or whatever, and the science has been in for 20 years, regardless of what anyone says.